10 CT 108, 12 CF 55, 15 CM 144, 15 FO 127. State of Wisconsin versus Tracy Msuka. We have Department of Correction agent here. You're not on this case. Sorry. You're not. You're all good. Okay. Tracy Msuka does not appear. She has called the court and given multiple excuses as to why she couldn't be here. She was ordered to pay monthly payments in the amount of $50, a very minimum amount from December to present. So December, January, February, March, and now April will be due, but not until the end of April. She has only paid February and March. She failed to pay December and January. She has informed the judicial assistant that she will make a payment of $100 by the end of today to bring herself current. The court will be somewhat lenient. I'm issuing a warrant for failing to comply with the court's order. I am lifting the stay on the jail. However, I am going to stay this decision until the end of the day. If the court receives $100 as she has stated, I will vacate that warrant and the lifting of the stay of jail. I am now setting another hearing with her for June 15th at 2 o'clock. June 15th at 2 o'clock for the court to continue to monitor and to ensure that she is continuing to make her minimum $15 a month payments. She has cases back from 2010 and has barely made any payments in progress towards the very high amount that is owed. We are adjourned. This is a waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
We will go on the record in the matter 26 CF 22, State of Wisconsin versus Jesse James. The state appears through Assistant District Attorney Jose Vila in person. We have Mr. James appearing in person with his counsel, Joel Kaliski. We're set today in this matter for a preliminary hearing. However, I am informed it is a waiver. Is that correct, Mr. Kaliski?
That is correct, Your Honor. Based on an offer from the state contingent on a waiver, we will be waiving the hearing today. I have completed a waiver form with Mr. James. May I approach?
You may, and thank you for pleasing the courts. And thank you for all of your honesty. Lesson be known, I don't like dishonesty. Tell the truth, Mr. James. And I am a much more lenient judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I have in front of me this form. Do you recognize this document, Mr. James?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney go over that document with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he go over it essentially word for word?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand everything on that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that once you give up the right for a preliminary hearing, it's forever and you cannot get it back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand, or has anyone made any threats or promises to you for you to waive your right to a preliminary hearing?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing so freely and intelligently and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I find that you're freely, intelligently, and voluntarily waiving your right to a preliminary hearing. I find probable cause and I bind the matter over. Information, Mr. Vila.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm filing the information as we speak. It will mirror the criminal complaint.
Proceed with an arraignment or set for another date.
Your Honor, I believe we can proceed with the arraignment as the information mirrors the complaint. I trust that Mr. James, as I've reviewed the complaint with him, understands the charges and the maximum penalties. To all counts, will enter in a plea of not guilty and request a status conference.
All right, not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf. You are entitled to a jury trial. You would be entitled to a speedy trial should you request one. I can do, let's see. June 11th at 9:15.
That will work, Your Honor.
June 11th at 9:15. We'll see you then. Come and get your notice and you are free to leave. We will go on the record in the matter 20 CF 185, State of Wisconsin versus Sarah Kowarsh. The state appears through Department of Corrections agent Gretchen Anibus. Ms. Kowarsh appears in person without counsel. We're set for a restitution probation review hearing. Ms. Anibus, please recite the information on the record, update the court, and what the department is seeking.
Miss Kaur, she's currently living in Minnesota still. She has full-time employment, making very good money. She has no violations. She reports as directed to her agent, also communicates with her agent very well. She also has communicated with me in regards to this court hearing. She has completed a budget worksheet that, as indicated, and outlines her expenses. She has been sober since release, and I do not have any record of UAs reported from Minnesota.
How many days have you been sober?
I've been sober since the day you sentenced me.
I am proud of you.
Thank you.
And I totally forgot that Sean was your co-defendant.
Yeah,
You appear to be doing a lot. You appear to be doing good.
yeah, thank
Doing
you.
Great. You look healthy. You
Thank
look
you.
happy.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So are you able to make $150 a month? And
I can do more than that. I was out of work for almost 2 months. I had surgery. Actually, the last court date that I came here, I had just had surgery the day before. So, and then they're like, oh, so I was out of work for a while. So then, my disability stuff wouldn't kick in. And so I've been playing catch up since then, but I got promoted to a new position, where I make, better money.
That's good.
And obviously, I want to pay back my victims. I also, can I ask what the total is?
Well,
Is it
it's
the s-
here's the thing, and that's why I forgot with Mr. Johnson, I forgot to tie you both here together. It's $9,115.61. That's joint and severally liable.
That's
So-
total?
I think that's the total. That's what I have from the department.
That's what I have as well.
Because when I log on to make payments on the DOC website, it says like 18,000, and I don't know if that's including Washburn.
Oh, maybe they cut it in half?
Well, because I was gonna ask if we could split me and Shino. I don't know. I don't talk to him, but I don't know his situation, but it's like, obviously our victims deserve to get paid back. But I don't want me get stuck with the whole entire amount if he's not gonna make his payments.
Well, here's the deal. And I was gonna tell you that, that's what I have as owing, but I understand joint and severally liable. I understand.
Yeah.
If he doesn't pay, you're responsible for
Right.
all. If you don't pay, he's responsible for all. But I'm gonna tell you, I am a fair and just judge.
Yeah.
And although the victims do deserve to be paid back in
Definitely.
full, but I'm gonna tell you, I will ride the co-defendant until it's paid. Or
Right.
there will be repercussions.
Yeah.
Okay, so, in the end, I'll be honest, I'm not gonna have you pay the entire amount. You're correct. There was a lot more owed. I have the DOC order. It says the total amount $15,337.69 plus $1,394.34 in a surcharge, restitution surcharge. But where's the restitution hearing? Yep.
Because I think I had restitution hearings here, Washburn and Barron County, if I'm right. And I don't know if that's the whole
You were a
total.
bad
I was,
person for a while there.
yeah,
Well, not a bad person, just doing bad things,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You were lost.
Oh, I was. Yes, I was.
I'm very glad to see that you are found in
Yeah.
whatever way you're found.
Yeah.
All right, because I like this person a whole lot better than, the last.
The last time you see me? Yeah.
Well, not the last time I saw you, but the time with the sentencing,
Yeah. Yep.
or before then, when you were doing all the.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I am seeing that there was a lot more that was requested, but in DOC's notice to me, it only says $9,115. Where?
On our record for your Burnett case, I only have 9,000.
Okay.
I made a decision here. Huh. Hmm. You're only showing 9,000?
Yes.
Oh, I remember, because I remember this one, that it had the Dale Earnhardt die cast collectibles, I remember.
Yeah.
And there were some things that I didn't grant. There's some things.
Well, yeah, the one guy that was asking for the most, you were upset that he didn't show up in person. And then he tried asking for a bunch of money and you kind of cut it in half. I remember what they were asking for. And then when I had the restitution hearing, it almost got cut in half from what it was.
Because in my order, I say the court also finds, so I said the court finds the defendant responsible for the restitution in supplement to disposition order restitution document 32 in electronic file 20 CF 185. So let's go to the documents in 32. The amount of, this is, that's document 32, where's document 32? Document 32 says a total of $13,943.35. And then I also say that the court also finds defendant responsible for restitution in the supplement to disposition order identified as document 20. Which is $1,318. And then court also says to all victims except AJS, as to AJS, the court finds responsible for restitution in the amount of $3,500. So there was a discrepancy there. So are you seeing how many payments were made?
She has made. So I can't see the prison, unfortunately. So if she were to work, they take 50%
They're
of the
taking
wages.
60%.
Yeah. But in total, she has made 6 payments. And what I'm thinking likely could have happened is I divided it myself. It's likely what could happen.
Yeah.
So you see in the 18, I likely by accident might have already divided it.
Right.
That's
So-
how I was doing my math calculations on a piece of paper.
Right.
Right, so she probably said, okay, your half is $9,115, his half is
Mhm.
$9,000. But if she's been making payments and there's been payments, it shouldn't be 9,000 something. So I'm not exactly sure. I think there needs to be a little bit more digging to find out how much is owed between both of you.
Right.
And how much, would be a half.
Yeah.
So Ms. Annabis, how can the DOC find all of those records of all of her payments, all of Sean Johnson's payments, those types of things?
I can reach out to our financial department to see how we can access the ones from prison.
Yeah.
I can also provide you a copy of the ones you have made,
Mhm.
and I can also provide you a copy of the grand total of what you do still owe.
Yeah, I know I have receipts I save all my receipts that I get in my email for it.
Mhm.
But I want to raise my payment more. You said what, $100 or?
We don't have to raise it.
I want to though.
You just increase it. You just pay more.
Just pay more?
Just pay
Okay.
more. Even if I say 150 a month
Yeah.
and you're like, I can pay 300 a month,
Yeah.
pay 300 a month.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, then if it's in an order and you're like, oh geez, I hurt my ankle, I can't work
Right.
right now. Then you're not making your $300 payment. I can go, oh, Sarah, what's going on?
Right.
And so just keep it at my order of a low amount
Okay.
and then just pay more.
Okay.
Where is the restitution?
It looks like the restitution order is missing.
What document are you looking at?
Well, I was looking at all the supplements of.
So when you
restitution
pay,
order, and
it shows up
significant
for
less
this
people
case,
on the
18,000, right?
I can pull up what it shows, like, when I log on there.
I just sent that,
Um,
your order. to you.
Okay, all right, so what we're gonna do is, Ms. Annabis, you're gonna do some digging and some looking, and Olivia just found that where there could be a discrepancy, and she sent stuff to DOC, and we'll figure it out, and then we'll go from there. Whatever you find though, Ms. Annabis, and whatever you're gonna send her, Ms. Korsh, please send it to me too, file it with me too, because I'm going to look at this personally as well, so I can
Alright.
figure it out. So in my brain, I can have it as a whole, but then I can have it as
Right.
two separate parts.
Yeah.
Okay? But you're doing great.
Thank you.
I'm very glad to hear that. Are you still, let me make sure that I have your address. And it doesn't look like Sean's has the DOC order in it. But maybe I just pulled up. Yeah, I can't see the DOC order for restitution in Sean's, but. Okay. Are you still at, I have Ross Avenue East?
Yes,
Telephone ends in 0754.
yes.
Excellent. Okay, so be on the lookout for stuff from DOC.
Okay.
I will as well. If I think we need another hearing, I will have one scheduled. But you can call, you can do Zoom or call in on that one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you drive. I just want to make sure that, because I know you're paying, you're getting back to work and you're doing it, and you want this off your back.
Right.
So, I'm just gonna make a special note for you and Sean as well. Okay, well, I think that's all. I'm gonna order $150 a month. Right now, I'm not gonna do any impose and stay jail.
Okay.
I'm getting a good vibe. Getting a good
Thank you.
vibe, so. All right, so you're free to go.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep up the good work, and Ms. Korsh, I am proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate
Very proud of you. Did your dad come to one of them?
Did my dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he did. I thought I remembered him coming too,
Oh, yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, that's my big guy. He's my supporter big time, so.
Well, send him my best.
I will, thank you.
Okay. All right, Zebedee Shaddis. And who are you, ma'am?
I am Zebedee's sister and his social security representative payee.
Okay.
He doesn't have any money beyond that, and I'm the person
Well,
who's
I get to
responsible
make
for
that
paying.
decision, so that's my choice, my discretion, my decision. And I will only allow you to sit there because you are his PR or payee. But otherwise, only attorneys are allowed beyond, end up parties beyond that. We will go on the record in the matter 13 CF 132, State of Wisconsin versus Zebedee Shaddis. The state appears through Department of Correction Agent Gretchen Annabis. We have Mr. Shaddis appearing in person without counsel. His sister makes an appearance with him. She is the payee for his, I believe, Social Security. What is your name? Naomi Shaddis. Naomi Shaddis, and is it Naomi Naomi? Excellent. Okay. All right. Ms. Annabis, please update the court as to where we are with Mr. Shaddis and what the DOC is requesting.
Mr. Shaddis is currently unemployed. He has his sister for assistance. He needs family for assistance on day-to-day activity. From the knowledge of that was received from Minnesota, he does monthly visits over the phone. He is compliant. However, in regards to his restitution that he owes, which is $481,308.72, and his release in 2023, there has been no payment made. From his budget worksheet, I do see that there leaves no room. However, to make the victims feel whole, the department is requesting $254 a month.
Right. 481,000 and change. Okay, all right. I'm trying to find restitution. I cannot even find a restitution. Restitution order, go from 2014. We do have victims here. I know we're in victims' rights compliance. And I don't have, this is such an old case. Did insurance not cover anything?
I do have a victim for like this.
The victim can speak if they know about Paul and Christine Stavney or Stavney.
I'm Christine.
Christine, and I know your husband passed away. I recall that. That's why I was hesitating. But it says $429,273.50 is payable to you. Did insurance not cover the house?
Insurance covered, I don't remember what, but yes, we did receive insurance money. But I don't know.
But, so you received insurance money, but was that the full value of your house?
I don't believe so.
Because back in 2014, I mean, unless you were in a mansion, to me, it seems like the insurance company paid out and that you should not have been ordered. It should not have been $429,000. Okay, restitution breakdown. I'm going to the transcript. That is showing. Okay, the high risk transfer.
What a courtroom session. From missed payments and legal consequences to genuine signs of rehabilitation, this hearing shows that justice isn't always about punishment. It's also about accountability, consistency, and second chances. The judge balanced compassion with responsibility, making it clear that progress matters, but so does keeping your promises to the court. What do you think? Did the judge strike the right balance, or should the court have been stricter?
Well, it looks like insurance was gone really thoroughly over. All right, well, I can't find that Judge Cutts, he went thoroughly over insurance in all aspects because there were multiple insurances and then you needed to go to high risk insurance and that there were some medical and other things that insurance didn't cover. Because you had AAA as well as other things. So it appears in the sentencing hearing, which also had a restitution hearing attached, insurance was gone thoroughly over. So. Ooh, 8,000 comic books. They have 8,000 comic books. Gotta be a lot. Huh. All right, I can have a brief statement. Who was providing this? Okay. So KS.
Yeah, okay, sure. Thank you. Anytime?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Your Honor. And as was said, you had, or the court had ordered restitution of $481,000, and it continues to have a financial impact on us. The house is not paid for, and I'm not able to retire yet. And we just respectfully request the court to enforce the restitution order, and we're just simply asking to receive what has already been determined is owed to us. And I thank you for your time and your attention, Lord. I was gonna say, sorry, I'm nervous.
That's okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, is there anything else that you would like me to know? Everything else has been fine? Okay, thank you. Status, if you